New friends meet up on a cruise of the Caribbean.
Hey, Al, how are you?
A father, his daughter, and over 200 honeymoon couples.
We're going on a love boat.
They relax, swim with the fishes, and search for the past.
This is where my grandmother's from. This is my home.
Then eat, drink, and eat some more. It's all included as they sail off to the sun. American television presenter Al Roker and his daughter Courtney are ready to check in.
And 3, 2, 1.
All righty, here we go. Passenger check-in. Oh, wow. Long line.
They make new friends even before they set foot on the ship.
Hey, Al, how are you?
How's it going?
Fine.
How are you?
Fine.
Hi.
One on TV all the time?
Yes.
Only one
Maybe not all the time.
It's my dad.
Your dad.
Carol.
Carol. Now, you know, most people think of cruising like older people go cruising. You're a young guy. Why do you like cruising? The food. The food. Food? The food. The food. There's a theme here.
With you, with you.
Yeah, I know. We'll take one. Yeah, but first, let me get one of you guys. This is a momentous occasion. Here. Come on.
Picture my buddy, will you?
There you go.
Say cruise.
Cruise. Oh. We're going on a love boat.
Courtney and Al, along with nearly 2,000 other passengers, have less than 4 hours to board. While they check in, the ship's crew operates with precision to prepare for them, and that includes all those important finishing touches.
So we're preparing everything now for the next passengers who will be coming on the ship.
We'll sit 550 people, 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Every day, every single day of the week, 7 days a week, no stop.
30 cases of spirits, 70, 80 cases of beer, 20 to 30 cases of wine and champagne. That's about average for one day. To tell you the truth, we only have like 4 hours to prepare everything. Now, once the previous passengers get off the ship, we run through it, everything, start all over again.
During the height of the Caribbean season, autumn to spring, there are thousands of cruises. While Courtney and Al are about to set sail from Fort Lauderdale, another 2,000 passengers board the Majesty of the Seas in Miami.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. May I have your attention, please? Will the following guests please meet on the Pier 5 with the Pier Supervisor? Please meet with the Pier Supervisor on Pier 5. Thank you.
This gentleman is going to go ahead and take you right to your stateroom. Enjoy your cruise.
Noel Grisette and Diane Greaves are from Barbados. This is their first cruise.
We're lucky if we want this cruise.
What are you looking forward to doing on the cruise?
Having fun.
Having as much fun as possible.
Taking part in everything. Everything.
Diving, going shopping, sightseeing.
You've heard about getting married by the captain on the high seas? Well, you can't do it. But you can get married aboard ship before it leaves port. So plan ahead.
We do about 5 weddings per sailing because everything has to take place in port before the ship sails in order for it to be legal. So we're only permitted a certain amount of time that we can do that.
We are here today for the purpose of fulfilling your desire to unite in marriage.
Alina and Patrick. Here and now.
Alina Kalina and Patrick Carson have planned well. They've come all the way from their home in Moscow, and their wedding is right on schedule.
We decided we were going to get married, and we wanted a cruise as well. And then when we discovered that we could get married on the boat, it seemed like a really, really romantic thing to do.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. Patrick, you may finally kiss that bride of yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new Mr. and Mrs. Pentecote.
We had a great time. It was really good.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Finally, Al's on board.
Oh, I stumped you, huh?
No, you didn't actually. You took it right down there.
All right.
All the way down.
Okay. Well, you were laughing there.
While all those couples have found their way to the wedding chapel, Al sets out to find his stateroom. It's tricky at first. The Sun Princess has 975 cabins spread along 4.5 miles of corridors.
My bag's in front of it. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Here we are. There you go. Oh, don't worry about me. I'll get the bags.
They've got the right idea. The holiday begins even before the ship leaves the dock.
Not bad, huh?
Al says he's heard about how small the rooms are on cruise ships, but his is actually bigger than he expected.
It's okay. Striped towels.
In fact, they've got a private balcony. On this ship, nearly 50% of the cabins have them. The ship is so big, it's easy to forget you're going to be out at sea. The mandatory safety drill before they get underway serves as a reminder.
Collect your life jacket, some warm clothing, a head covering, and any medication that you normally use, and then proceed carrying your life jacket to the muster station, which is indicated on the notice behind your cabin door.
Now please, we'd like you to stand and to put on your own life jacket.
I think I need an XXL.
Late afternoon, the ship finally sets sail. So just what does it really take to operate one of these floating cities?
It looks like we should be launching a shuttle rather than getting ready to take off on a cruise ship. I had no idea it was so computerized. All this stuff, all these switches. Is this the wheel, Captain? What is it?
Yeah,
that's the wheel. This is
the steering wheel.
That's it. Or by this. No. You can't try. So you live a holiday every day where most people would dream about.
No, this is work.
This is work. When you want to turn this ship, how far ahead of time do you have to do it to make it turn? Boom, it's done. Can't beat that.
And then it was time turning.
A typical week-long Caribbean cruise leaves Florida and circles the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico, hopping from island to island. The most popular stops include the Bahamas, Jamaica, Grand Cayman, and Mexico.
I hope it will be during the night, according to the speed. We should get this cold front, we should pass through this front during the night so we don't give any trouble for the passenger, which of course they like good weather during the morning.
You bet.
For Monday, April 1, and the forecast till Wednesday, April 3rd. Very good.
Happy weather.
Thank you very much.
If ever you need, you're thinking of maybe getting into television, I can put you in touch with somebody.
All right.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Preferably over at maybe CBS or ABC.
All right.
Yeah, not at
Will
NBC.
be a pleasure.
Don't want them at NBC. All right. Nice to meet
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you.
Kimberly and Patrick Carson are honeymooners from Texas. They're on their first cruise. They were promised plenty of food and entertainment, and they're not wasting their time. They've only been at sea for an hour and a half, and it's already time to eat. The two dining rooms each have 2 seatings for every main meal.
My name is Giorgio, your Metro D. I hope you will have a great time with us. Ciao! Hi! guy in charge for all food service on board. In charge of the training of the personnel in the dining rooms.
Hey, Nana, how are you? Ciao.
Well, the amount of food is enormous. It's a lot of food. You will see this is only the beginning. You will agree with me that day by day will be better and better. And I'm sure you will have a chance to enjoy this great ship. Thank you very much.
And we've learned a valuable lesson from our friends here that if you don't get here on time, you have to eat in about 12 minutes. We started an hour and a half before they did. Boom. We're all ordering dessert together.
You might even finish before you.
That's right. You may finish the cruise before.
Of course, you don't have to eat at the regularly scheduled meals.
Good evening, room service. May I help you, please?
Just like any luxury resort, there's room service available around the clock. Especially convenient for all these honeymooners. Orange juice at midnight, champagne at dawn, they're yours.
Room service.
And then there's breakfast. Work in the kitchen never stops.
Every morning we fix 5,000 eggs for breakfast. 5,000 eggs. Sometimes more scrambled, sometimes more fried. Ham, cheese, tomato. In here we get porridge for the passenger. Prepare the plate like this. Every morning we prepare 3,500 rolls every day. I mean, you prepare every day.
2,500.
2,500 of croissant every day. What bread you make today?
I'm making some sourdough.
Sourdough?
Yes.
And we get the different kind of loaf. See? Perfect sliced bread. In my village, when I live in the North Italy, it was a dream for everybody to become cook because we go around the world. And so when we are kids, we go, I want to be chef, I want to be waiter, I want to go around the world. And I am here.
Cruise without shore excursions.
Oh, I see. And then we'll take you ashore as soon as we're ready to load the boat. Each island we go to, we have shore excursions which people can participate in. We sell the tickets on board, and then we do the dispatch.
The first excursion is a day at the beach. All the major cruise lines have private beaches scattered throughout the Caribbean. Al and Courtney are stopping in the Bahamas. Noel and Diane are going ashore in Haiti. One of the benefits of cruising is that you can visit lots of places, while your hotel travels along with you. No packing or unpacking required.
Okay, here we go. Two of you. All right, then. Let's have a smile. There we go. A bit closer. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Excellent stuff. Thank you.
This is kind of neat, or it's an interesting idea. You're a cruise company, so you buy an island. That's pretty cool, or lease it. I don't know how this thing works, but they got this island, this little bit of land in the Bahamas.
Excellent. That's the word.
That's the word, excellent. Everything about this cruise is beautiful. Food throughout, there's nothing is lacking.
I can stay for a month.
I could do it every month. It's beautiful.
Even at the beach, there's shopping. Noel and Diane can't resist an open-air market. One popular activity for those ashore is learning to snorkel.
First, that always helps.
Then you're going to put the mask over top of your face. Once you've got the mask in place, you're going to put the snorkel in your mouth so that you can breathe in and out without having to lift your face from the water. All right, don't forget the defog in your mask, and you guys are set to check out beautiful snorkeling.
I'm coming out.
Why?
Because I can't get adjusted to these shoes. Whee! Am I coming out? Yes, I'm coming out. There. Stupid, get them off.
I've never really liked the beach. I hate sand. I don't go in the water or on the sand really that much. Now that I've got Courtney, I've got to come to the beach. I like sitting on the beach, but I don't like actually being on the beach, i.e. sand. I don't mind chairs. I just don't like sitting on the beach.
But Al doesn't mind playing on the beach. After a hard day ashore, it's time for a break before getting back on board ship.
This is lovely.
Paradise.
Yes, this is lovely. Our day usually starts around 8:30, and we go on and on until 2 in the morning.
There's so much to see and so much to do, so we're trying to get in as much as possible because the week is going to go by very, very quickly.
Some people love the boat so much they never go ashore, but that doesn't mean they don't get their feet wet.
So you've got all these photos. Hey, there you go. That's a good-looking couple. Wow.
Tonight is dressing up night.
When they say a formal affair, these people take their cruising very, very seriously. Wow.
That's lovely.
Somebody's always snapping your picture when you're on a cruise, too.
1, 2, 3. And again, hold it there. A nice big smile. Here we go then.
There we are. And 3, 2, 1.
I have been on 36 cruises.
Yike! This is my 14th.
Wow! Nice big smile from you.
And 3, 2, 1.
So what is it about cruising that keeps you coming back?
Well, I think that most cruises have the finest food in the world, and especially this ship here. It's wonderful, beautiful.
I was hooked after my first cruise. It was fun, and it was entertaining, and it was just one of those fabulous events in one's life. It's just, well, it's heaven.
We've done this many times, and we love dressing up for this night. We've watched our kids go to high school parties and proms and get dressed up, but 4 of us to do it at one time is really a special night. That's what cruising's all about.
My wife was sitting there.
And our friends from Greece got here on time. They're having a leisurely meal tonight.
After the first sitting, there's precious little time before 1,000 more hungry people arrive.
We're about to open for the second sitting at 8:30, in about 4 minutes, in fact. A little rush for time, but we're going to make it. We always do. You have a lovely day today, and welcome to our Captain's Gala dinner tonight. Let me go through our menu selection tonight. Lots of food, something like 50,000 pounds of beef will be consumed during the cruise, 35,000 pounds of chickens, and over 50,000 eggs during a cruise, just to name a few items. But if you wish, you can eat 8 meals a day on a cruise ship. Can I get you anything else?
In the past, cruising was looked at as an upper scale type vacation where, you know, lots of violin playing and card playing and basically kind of boring. Cruising now is probably more exciting than any vacation you can participate in. And you also see that the clientele has changed a lot. It used to be a little older crowd. Now you get a very mixed, lots of young honeymooners. This particular cruise, we have 224 honeymoon couples. So that'll give you an idea that the younger crowd is cruising as well.
So just how do you entertain 224 honeymoon couples? It's called the Newlywed Game.
Size bra, do you think your husband will buy for you?
Extra large.
I'll give you half points for that. Linda, what do you think Mike said? What would you make larger? What would you make smaller?
Larger bust and a smaller mouth.
While this may not be Las Vegas, there are slot machines, dice and roulette available whenever the ship is in international waters.
One little fiver.
Every night of the cruise, you can always find at least one big show.
We've got Wild and Haynes, they're a juggling comedy act. These guys are crazy. They get a lot of audience participation, which is great. They're not only great jugglers, but they're also very, very funny guys.
Yeah, there we go. The other end, man. Turn them around. Watch out, watch out.
We've been together about 15 years.
Yeah,
something
like
that,
14, 15 years.
We both started street performing in San Francisco when we were teenagers. We hooked up with the ships about 5 years ago. The audiences are very enthusiastic. You know, heck, they're on vacation. We do a lot of things that are spontaneous. You know, if there's a kid in the audience, we'll grab the kid because they steal the show.
Many appearances on HBO and MTV. The Today Show accomplished.
Down here and get the feel of the crowd.
That's what we like to do. Just come down here and get the feel of the crowd.
He looks. In a second, the kid will be fine. He might have a little twitch. Other than that, we've actually done this trick twice. It's going to work this time. There's a feeling tonight. We all are part of it. On the count of 3, all 3 objects of it. Braid your hair.
$5? You do it for 5. Well, come here. $5, we'll do it. Come here. Does anybody have $5?
Start to juggle. Please, immediate applause. Okay. Oh, start. That was a joke. Just a joke.
Hey, man, that's not funny, guys. You can do that with the kid down there. Come on. Hey, Andrew, do me a favor. Just slide over this way. This looks so much better. Don't you think so?
Shipboard entertainment isn't limited to jokes and juggling. There are quiet times aboard ship, especially in the morning.
I guess this is going to be this will be interesting because today there's nothing, I mean, we're just on the water. A cruise obviously has everything for whatever anybody would want to do. I myself am thinking deck chair and a book.
Weather is fantastic. The service is excellent.
And the possibilities are almost endless, from the traditional to the unexpected.
So you like cruising?
I love it. A lot of things to do. I love snorkeling. There's always something to do on a cruise. If you want to just lay around and do nothing, you can do that. Or if you want to go like a mad dog all week, you can do that.
This is it. This is what we dreamed of for the whole year.
You don't have to do anything to enjoy yourself. Have a few drinks, sleep in, eat all day. Life is good. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now the push step, and push step.
We've done it before, see, so we're trying to learn some new steps. And you know how you are when you get old, you can't do it. But we're doing pretty good.
Inside the space, you are an empowered bunch. We have a full teen program in the back here in our area called Cyberspace for our 12 to 16-year-olds. And they do water volleyball and basketball and hot tub parties and
basketball and volleyball and swimming. Basketball.
Pajama parties.
Basketball. Up there.
You're just relaxed. You're enjoying yourself. Everybody's enjoying themselves.
And we gotta know. Oh, 74. Oh, 74. Are you 5 for 5? 7 numbers anywhere on your card, not including the free space. All right, next number up is I-24. I-24. We have a bingo right down here in the front row. Get up and do that bingo boogie. How is that, folks? Did you like that? One more time, come on.
After a day of hard work, it's time for wine tasting or afternoon tea. A typical cruise has dozens of performers, musicians and technicians on board to provide evening entertainment. One entertainer who's been on the ships for years is Hal Frazier.
I've been performing a little over 40 years. I took my first cruise 20 years ago. It's a lot of cruises. So I do about 30, 35 weeks a year. Probably more cruises than the year of your birth. I'm not kidding. No, before, there's a letter here. That's the letter. 5 bars before L. I like performing live. I like communicating with people on that level. And of course the money. The enjoyment of communicating, number 1 though. Number 2 would be the money. Working on a cruise ship is the last frontier for live entertainment. This is where you're going to see live performers on cruise ships. There are no nightclubs anymore for live cabaret performers like myself to speak of, unless you're a star, to be the main performer on a show. This is really the only place there is. And you can see we have big orchestras, we have beautiful theaters, and this is it.
We have any newlywed honeymooners on this scene? Ooh, look at, well, which one is newlywed? How long y'all been married? 1 week and 3 days. Ooh, look, he's got his pajamas on his pants. Now see, these veteran married guys, these are guys you're gonna see in Orchard Rios day after tomorrow with the shopping bags hanging around their necks and the credit cards in their hands going, I don't know if this cruise is worth all the money it's costing me. Would y'all mind just stand up a couple seconds so these people can see how beautiful 39 and 47 years look? Now listen, when they stand up, I'm on my 3rd marriage. There's nothing funny about that. Nothing at all, trust me. I'll tell you what I decided, though. I decided that if this is my 3rd marriage don't work, I'm just gonna find a woman I hate and buy her a house.
Basically, you're in charge of all the sound, lighting for all the activities and entertainment on board. There's a total of 10 technicians and stagehands on board. It'd be the same as a gig on land. You've still got the same equipment, the same high-tech, computerized gear all over the place. The talent is fine. Anything from Lou Rawls, Bill Cosby, Phyllis Diller, Hal Frazier, that caliber of people.
Well, you have to work your way up to become cruise director, but I started in a kind of an unusual way. I was on the Sovereign of the Seas about 7 years ago with my family and just took a cruise and sang in the passenger talent show, and from that was offered a job and started out as an entertainer on the ship and then worked my way up through cruise staff to assistant cruise director and then eventually cruise director. I've been cruise director for about 4 years.
Fancy a snack before bedtime? Not a problem. There's always the midnight buffet.
We have our gala buffet in both dining rooms tonight. It's actually a big showpiece buffet. We have ice carvings and vegetable sculptures tonight. They do lots of work. The galley men in their spare time, they just to outdo each other. They make up some very nice work with some all edible products.
With so much food around, it's a good thing there's lots of exercise equipment. Tons of waste are produced on board this floating city, but there's an onboard sewage treatment plant that processes it.
Hi, Kim. I'm Donna. I'm going to be doing your facial for you today.
You get away from everybody. I mean, you don't have contact with anybody. You spend 100% of your time with your significant other.
Your boss can't get a hold of you. My boss expected me to take my laptop and check my email on a daily basis until I told him it was $15 a day to call. He said, no, forget about that. So it's great. We lost all contact with work, forgot about it.
Sun's actually taking the toll on it.
What I expected to be really great was just average, and what I didn't expect to be too great was the beauty parlor and the massages. I thought those and the working out, those things they don't talk about too much, but they were really nice.
So it's a good vacation just to get away.
Another day, another shore visit. Today, Kim and Pat get to swim with a school of stingrays in the Cayman Islands.
We're in Grand Cayman, and we're going to go play with some stingrays. Supposedly, we're going to swim with them and feed them and do other things to them. I don't know what else we're going to do to them.
Look at his mouth.
Oh my goodness.
Cool.
Thanks.
That's pretty neat.
That's pretty wild.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You're supposed to go like this.
I don't know what they're going like this.
Oh, this is the best thing I've done on my cruise. This is
wonderful.
I've never had any kind of sea life. Just play with it in your hands and feed them. This is exciting.
All right. Excellent. Thanks,
Close my eyes. All right.
You ready?
I think we're done with this excursion. Oh, gosh. Just carry me away from you.
Sometimes you feed the fish, sometimes the fish feed you. Here, with conch all around them in the Bahamas, it's hard to resist an instant meal, especially when the preparation is as easy as this.
He's a tenacious devil. Ah, and that's the conch.
And also flavoring, right?
This is ambrosia. What you're seeing here, this is going to be the cornerstone of the Bubba Roca Conch Company, right here. We're going to start out with the marinated conch. We're going to branch out to the fried conch, and the broiled conch, and the conch chowder, and the conch fritters. I'm telling you, baby, this is the answer to all your problems. How's your orange?
Much better than that.
She's a young'un, she doesn't know.
Jamaica is a major cruise stop. Over 500,000 passengers visit every year. A day in Jamaica offers everything from shopping and touring to limbo dancing and reggae. Courtney and Al choose a visit to Rose Hall, a historic plantation.
What you're now seeing today is a mansion which once surrounded a large sugarcane plantation. This property first started in 1750 by a wealthy English planter. His name was George Ash. He named this home after his wife, Rosa. That's why here it's called Rose Hall. And over 2,000 slaves worked on 6,600 acres of land.
And its most infamous owner, Annie Palmer, murdered 3 husbands and countless slaves.
It's amazing to see something like this. I've got actually ancestors who were slaves, and one of them, in fact, caused an uprising, decided no more, that's enough.
Annie's murderous deeds finally caught up with her. She was killed in her sleep during a slave revolt in 1833. They say her ghost still haunts the estate.
Lived a girl named Annie Palmer. She was the mistress of the place. Slaves all live in fear to see the frown in Annie's face. Where are you?
Yeah, man. Welcome, man. This is Martha Bray.
While ashore, they also went rafting on the peaceful Martha Bray River, where they got to see another side of the island.
Kenley, our guide, has been telling us that he's got to be licensed to do this. He builds the raft, it's his raft. Takes him a day to cut the bamboo, then he's got to let it cure. for like 2 weeks. And then when the bamboo's ready, he gets a couple of his buddies together and they make the raft. He says it takes a few hours just to make the raft itself. About how deep is the water here, Ken?
Okay, let's see. About 2, 4, 6, about 7 feet.
I guess when you think about the Caribbean, you don't really think about rivers and, you know, doing a Huck Finn down the river, but this is kind of cool. This is a heck of a lot different from the cruise. There's no room service, although Kenley did provide wonderful service along with the route, but it was, you see some goats, some egrets, some cattle. It had its own charms. It was not luxurious, maybe even a little uncomfortable, but boy, are you relaxed. You don't hear anything. It's a really good feeling.
Okay.
Alrighty, thank you, Kenley.
From Jamaica, they took a plane ride to Exuma, back in the Bahamas. It's where Al's father's parents came from. Exuma is a cluster of tiny islands covering 112 square miles, with a population of just 3,500. Exuma isn't a regular stop on any cruise, but if you visit, you have to meet the Shark Lady.
You really are the Shark Lady. I mean, how long have you been going sharking?
27 years.
27 years,
Yes.
wow. Well, how did you get started sharking?
Well, it's an adventure, and I'm an adventuress. I
Mhm.
love things that other people are afraid to do. I do all this work myself, make all the necklaces, and I go out and I catch sharks.
And I notice you don't wear shoes.
No, I haven't worn shoes in 45 years, and I've been all over the world.
45 years?
That's right.
Well, you know, a lot of places you go into, it says shoes and shirts necessary for service. What do you do?
My dear man, I get away with it.
So you've been out sharking lately?
Yes, I have.
Really? Caught
Yes.
anything?
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
This is just a 7-foot
Courtney saw
shark.
this before.
And I catch some big ones.
Wow, how sharp are the teeth?
Normally,
Ooh, wow,
I like
feel
to catch the 12 and 14 footers.
Long before women's lib and women's rights and all that, you were fending for yourself, weren't
Oh,
you?
I was.
Yeah?
I was a great. I was a great fighter. You want me to show you how I fight?
Sure.
Well, I do this.
Oh, wow, that could hurt.
I chop. I don't use my fist.
No, you just go for
And
it.
I kick.
Take them down right away.
A knee.
There you go.
Right.
Fight
Sit
first,
down,
ask questions
right.
later.
Exactly.
Wow, I'm glad I didn't do anything to upset you, Gloria.
Well, for Al and Courtney, the cruise is coming to its close. Time for one last dinner, reminiscing with new friends.
You guys feel invaded?
This is one of the best parts of the cruise is meeting people, and we've had the opportunity to meet these people and dine with them every night.
What's really neat is we go on our own excursions and we come back and we catch up with each other at dinner here, and it's a lot of fun.
Had a great time. Excellent. Wonderful.
Yeah, got the best
Melvin
food.
over here is a great waiter.
Cream horseradish. May I have a little bit of the cream horseradish? I've never been in one place and met so many people from so many different countries.
And everyone's getting along great.
Yeah, it's
really
amazing.
Nice, yeah. She thought you had creamed horseradish. We have to have our bags packed by midnight, so we have a lot of packing to do.
Yes, we do.
But before packing, they're going to take in one last show.
This is the finale. This is the where we wrap it all up. The guests are excited. They're kind of apprehensive. They're going home, but they're also their final night. They've gotten to know everybody. So tonight's show's a little different than all the shows throughout the week, as we give them a few special surprises. And
Stand by. We're doing, please.
showtime. Ready? Let's do it.
Yep.
It's showtime.
It's showtime. Don't let me down. How's everybody doing this? I always remember that little kid who was in our show the first night. Remember him? You remember that little boy? Was he incredible? Everybody wants to know if Andrew was part of the act.
If we set him up, if he was one of our kids, he's not.
No, he's
Believe
not.
me. Ladies and gentlemen, just to prove a point,
Here he is once again,
Andrew. Everybody, give him a hand, yeah! Rolling Pearl from California.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for everything. We had a wonderful time. We're coming back for his 80th, and it was fabulous.
Wonderful. Exceptional.
Wonderful.
Romantic.
It was fun.
We had an excellent cruise.
Yeah.
Hold on for a while.
But we'll be
That's
back.
all the sailing for a while.
Ready?
Yeah.
Back to Texas.
Yeah.